another ramble for another week. We are on Thursday Thoughts. One thing I'm going to speak about, and I went into this in a little detail in our very first Thursday Thoughts for the year. I just had a mental blank then, I'm sorry. Is do your goals and your actions coincide with each other? What I mean by that is when you go through the process at the start of training, whether that be with a coach or be by yourself, and you start to think, what am I training for? You know, are there certain things that I really want to achieve, you know, outside of general health and fitness? Because for the most part, most of us are training for that. And, you know, the actions that you need to take, you know, certain things like maybe just training 3 times a week, you know, looking at your diet and your nutrition and making sure that's all on point. You know, they're simple steps that regardless of your goals you should be taking. But if you have grander goals and you want to get, you know, you've got a big event that you're training for that you potentially want to win, you're looking to, let's say for example, I'm working with some guys that are looking to try out for the Australian gridiron team for the World Cup in Mexico that I'm a coach for, you know. And when working with these guys, one of the things I'm finding is the goal is to make the team, but their actions aren't matching what the end goal is. And what I mean by that is if you're looking to compete at a higher level or compete at an elite level and you're not doing the appropriate track work to get there, if you get lucky enough to do it and to go and to win or to go well or to make the team or whatever your goal is, but you haven't done the work, it's just luck. And one thing when I was coaching football that I used to say to the teams is we don't want to win games based off luck, because luck will run out. There is absolutely no doubt that if you are going through life or you're going through a sporting event and you're winning matches or you're winning, you know, you're making teams and it's all based off luck, then that will run out at some point. The other team will get lucky, your opponent will get lucky, and you'll be on the wrong end of luck. You want to win games based off being flat out better than the other team. And the way you get better than the other team is your actions have to match that goal of winning. So if you have something grander that you're training for, if you are looking to push the envelope and you're looking to try and get yourself to a higher level of competition or whatever the case might be, if you are coasting along on luck, it will stop and it will run out. So, identifying what it is you want and then identifying the actions needed in order to get there. And when it comes to competition, you don't want to just be doing the bare minimum. You want to be doing more than the bare minimum, and you want to be doing more than that. Because if you can, let's take for example our selection guys that are working towards the Australian team. When the team's announced, and whether they make it or don't make it before they know, I've said to a lot of them, are you going to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I have done everything I've needed in order to make this team? And if for some reason I don't, then I know in my heart of hearts I've done what I needed to. Because if you can't, then your goals do not match your actions. You need to work out what it is you want and work out a plan to get there, and work that out with somebody who knows what it takes to get to that goal. This does not have to necessarily be somebody who's achieved that, even though that will help, but somebody who has intricate knowledge of what it is that you want to achieve. That's important, because if they've been there and they've done that, or they've worked with somebody who's gone through that process before, they can give you an accurate representation of what's required in order to get there. Now, as I said, they may give you the bare minimum of what you need. If you're looking to compete at the highest level and to your optimal level, you probably want to be doing that little bit more than just that bare minimum. So one thing to make sure of this January and throughout the course of this year is that work out what your goals are, but make sure that your goals, okay, are matched by your actions, because that is one way to stop training and to get severely disappointed when you don't reach your goals, is to do that and not have those two align. They need to in order for you to get further in training, in life, in sport. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you so much. Goodbye.